Southeast Asian region is an area closely connected with the sea. Aquatic resources have brought large incomes to some of the countries concerned. Fishing boats are used to sail out to sea and catch fish for the people on land. These fishing boats seem to be similar to each other, but if we have a closer look at them, we will find differences depending on the place they come from and the kind of fishing gear they use. Malaysia is composed of two territories, the Malaysian Peninsula and the island of Borneo. The country is classified into 13 states. Malaysia has a long coastline and fishing is therefore a major occupation of the people. There are many kinds of fishing boats in Malaysia, differing in both type and size. Most Malaysian fishing boats are made of wood. Their shape is quite similar to that of Thai fishing boats, but they have a fatter and wider bilge. The edges at the stern deck and wheelhouse are also more angular than Thai boats, which are more curved. In Malaysia, the apportioning of natural resources for fishermen has been done systematically. The water area has been divided into 4 zones, namely A, B, C, and C2, indicating how far from the coastline they begin. Zone A covers all fishing areas. Zone B starts 5 nautical miles from the coast. Zone C 12 miles. And Zone C2 30 miles and beyond. At both sides of the wheelhouse, there is either A, B, C or C2 to indicate the fishing zone for that boat. As the country is divided into 13 states, the wheelhouses of fishing boats are differently coloured according to their state. It makes management of the boats easier. For example, the boats with yellow wheelhouses belong to the state of Perak and can operate only in Perak's fishing ground and in their designated zone, and similarly for the red ones belonging to the state of Kedah, and so on for each state. In addition, the state's initial will be on the boat's bow, followed by the number of that boat, so that it can be clearly identified. This is especially important for those boats without wheelhouses. Currently, there are 2 kinds of fishing boats in Malaysia: commercial fishing boats and traditional fishing boats. Commercial ones are large, equipped with over 40 horsepower engines and operated from Zone B outwards. Most fishing trips take many days, so this type of fishing boat has a wheelhouse for resting, located in the middle of the boat, and fish holes for preserving the catch in a fresh condition. The classification of commercial fishing boats is dependent on the fishing gear used in that boat, such as trawler, purse seine, anchovy purse seine, etc. And each fishing boat will be registered for only one commercial fishing gear. The trawler is one of the most popular fishing boats in Malaysia. Most of them are rather large. Their fishing zones range from Zone B outwards. There is a white stripe which clearly identifies the type of the trawler that can be seen easily on the wheelhouse. Trawlers in Malaysia are generally referred to as otter trawlers. This kind of trawler is operated from both the west and east coasts of peninsular Malaysia, and fishing is carried out on a commercial scale. Big trawlers that operate in Zone C and C2 have drum nets at the stern for hauling and keeping the net. When the net is thrown into the sea, the trawl beam at both sides of the wheelhouse spreads out the net's mouth. 2 otter boards that are thrown following the net will make the net sink and its mouth widen. Two winches are staked. A crane at the mast is used in hauling. Moving the lamp raft and payau. However, there is still another type of purse seiner which is quite popular in Malaysia. It is the anchovy purse seiner. There are 2 types. One is small and the other is large. The anchovy purse seiner is the only purse seiner that is allowed to fish in Zone A, because anchovy is abundant only in coastal areas. Anchovy purse seiners are popularly operated near the islands and not far from shore. Anchovy fishing using a small boat requires 2 boats and more than 20 crew. Caught fish are transferred to other boats for processing. Large anchovy purse seiners are the most modern and the biggest boats in the Southeast Asian region. Fishing grounds are only around Pangkor Island in Perak State. The boat can be as big as 60 gross tonnage and equipped with anchovy boilers that give fish that are in better condition than when boiled on shore. Sometimes, however, the 2 operations are separate and there are 2 boats, one for boiling and the other for fishing. The boiling boat will be alongside the fishing boat to transfer the catch and start the boiling process. In addition, the small-scale fishing operation is still very popular in the Southeast Asian region, so that in Malaysia we can see small boats in every state. Soko Sea is a small-scale fishing boat found in Bay Sut. Fishermen use it for squid fishing. The Ko Le boat is found in Kelantan state next to the Thai border and is popular with the fishermen in the southern part of Thailand as well as those of this state. Both Ko Le and Soko Sea are small-scale fishing boats of the same type as the sampan. There is no wheelhouse. They are less than 8 meters long and equipped with an engine of not more than 40 horsepower. There are also fishing boats with wheelhouses which are considered to be small-scale fishing boats. The boats are like commercial fishing boats but smaller. They are recognized as small-scale fishing boats by the A symbol, which means that they are not more than 20 gross tonnage and can operate in all fishing areas, in other words, Zone A outwards. The small-scale fishing boats are not equipped with any fixed tools, only those that are movable or changeable, namely gill net, fish trap, hooks and lines, lift net, and cockle dredge. Hopefully this detailed information will help you to know more about Malaysian fishing boats. You can see that in Malaysia there is a well-arranged system of fishing boats. They can be clearly identified at first sight. The colour of the wheelhouse indicates the state of registration for that boat. Symbols A, B, C or C2 indicate the fishing zone, and the white stripe on the wheelhouse indicates trawlers. In addition, important fishing equipment will identify the type of fishing boat. For example, otter boards at the stern indicates trawlers. A crow's nest is part of a purse seiner. The same kind of boat, but operating in Zone A, means an anchovy purse seine. By observing the main characteristics of each boat, you can distinguish one from the other quite easily.